This week, South by Southwest kicks off in Austin. The festival is known for bringing together communities around music, film, and even technology. But recently, the iconic gathering has undergone some changes and some challenges. Our media partners at Texas Monthly are taking a closer look at this festival and its impact. Dan Sullivan is joining us now for tonight's discussion on the topic. Dan, thanks for being with us. The first South by Southwest event, it happened back in 1987. It's grown now in popularity since then, obviously. But you say the festival reached its peak, really, between 2011 and 2019. Why could those be considered sort of, I guess, the golden years for the festival?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it was definitely the height of its cultural relevance. That was when they attracted the biggest talent. They would have Lady Gaga was there, Jay-Z was there, Prince was there, Bruce Springsteen was there. It was really kind of this merging of music and technology. That was when, they had Mark Zuckerberg, they had Elon Musk back when he was kind of a mainstream figure. They had just this whole kind of the whole world was paying attention to South by Southwest in that time. It coincided with Texas spring break and kind of a national spring break. So you had tons of people coming just to kind of be part of the vibe of the thing. And so it was just the economic impact of it on the city was larger then than it had been before or since. So I think there's a lot of ways that you could track like what makes it peak South by Southwest, and by all of them, I think you'd end up going with those years.
Yeah, and we know that the pandemic, it hit in 2020, so the festival not only took a hit that year, but it also had to shift in 2021 to sort of a virtual event. What other kind of challenges has South by Southwest faced since then in sort of, as you mentioned, sort of keeping its relevancy and its popularity?
Sure, yeah. I mean, one thing that they lost 2 years. They didn't make any money off of the 2021 event, and a virtual event, I think people by March of 2021 were pretty sick of virtual events, frankly. And so it wasn't really the same thing. So they lost 2 years of people wanting to be at South by Southwest, like young people seeing other people having fun and wanting to be a part of that. And for a festival that kind of ran on FOMO, that was a big deal. That was a big loss for them. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't just they lost the money from it. They lost sort of this mythos that you wanted to be at South by Southwest. And so when they did come back, it wasn't the same. And they're still recovering from that. That's still, there are 2 years of people who learned to live just fine without going to South by Southwest. And that has presented challenges.
Yeah. Dan, something that a lot of people may not know is that the event is expanding overseas. So let's talk a little bit about that expansion of the event overseas in other countries. Is that effort working out, you think?
Well, it depends on how you judge that. It's working out for South by Southwest, the company, because they're not putting on these events. They're kind of it's more like a licensing deal where they're letting these other companies use their name, and then they're lending them expertise and advice and guidance, and they have access to, the people who've put on South by Southwest here in Austin so that they can make a successful event, but it doesn't cost South by Southwest, the company, any money to do those. So by those metrics, they're very successful. As consumer events, I've been to the one, they were doing one in Sydney. They did 3 years in that, and then they pulled the plug on that about a month ago. And then there's one in London as well. As consumer events, they're a good time. So I don't know if the companies that run the London event or that ran the Sydney event, they canceled the Sydney event, the future editions of the Sydney event for a reason. Some of those reasons are kind of political. It's a little complicated. But, I don't know if they're getting exactly what they want, but it's still very early for those to, in the process. So I think as long as they're thinking about it as a kind of a longer term investment, they will probably be satisfied.
Sure. For folks that are thinking about maybe checking out this year's event, what do you think will be different about the festival this year in Austin?
Well, there's no convention center. The festival, was kind of built around the convention center since, I think, 1993. And now there isn't one. That's been demolished and will be rebuilt to open probably around 2030. So it'll be smaller. It's shorter. It used to run for 9 days. This year it's running for 7. That's probably a good shift. It was getting a little sweaty at 9 after the pandemic, where there just wasn't enough oomph and ballast to kind of make that work. So it'll be shorter. It'll it'll be a little more spread out around downtown. It'll still be centralized to downtown Austin, but instead of everything taking place on this, kind of 4 square block space where the convention center was, it'll be in different parts of downtown. So I think those are the biggest changes to expect. There's also new leadership at the festival, so they have a new vision for it, and it'll look different.
All right. Well, Dan, we certainly thank you for all of your insight in tonight's discussion. And of course, if you would like to learn more, you can read his entire article. It's available right now on TexasMonthly.com. CBS